Right, simple little fly this one that works really, really well for me. I've got some orange tying thread. It's a little CDC pattern. Simple enough, but my God, is it effective. And it's a hook you can't get anymore. It's a short shank special. And this is a 12, 14, which is a bit similar to a 12. So I'll get my thread in there. And then I've got this pearl mylar. It's quite thick, it's a 12. And this has got to be my shell back, if you like. So get him in. Great fly for general dry fly stuff. Really good. So coming down right to the end of the thread, and then I want some really fine, kind of find the end, really fine silver wire. Oh, I've got that in the right angle. Bear with me, folks. I'm at the end of the thing here and I'm struggling to get it. Hopefully that's long enough. Yeah. So tie that in on my side of the hook shank, like so. Now I'm going to come in with my CDC and create a little taper with the CDC. So I've got a little space between the eye and my thread. CDC. I want 4. Oh, length of that. That's a beauty. Getting lucky with the CDC today. So 2. I've got 5 and a fly this size. I'm just marrying up the tips on my table here. 4 and 5, like so. We've got to tie that in really tight. Make sure you've got a turn just at the front, because I want to kick that at the end, and then come in at an angle. And then we just got to tidy this up with thread wraps. Any stray bits of CDC, take them out. Right, that's what I want. And I want a little bit of, I've got a mix here. It's a really fine mix that's got both squirrel and some of the softer blue hairs of a rabbit. So I've got guard hairs and soft hair. And it's a really nice tan, light tan colour. So once he's secured, tighten it up. And I only want to come up probably there. Take the rest of the flue away and secure. Stick a little whip finish in here. Just make sure you didn't trap any of the CDC. Bring your pearl back up and over. Make sure it's flush across the back and make sure it's tight, like so. I'll show you this in a second. So it's flush across the back, tight. And my scissors, trim that off. I'll stick a whip finish in there, and then up and over, keeping everything flush on the back. Quite tight turns of this stuff. and then secure. I'll fish this, I like a grunter, really like a grunter, but sometimes just it's a bit hefty of a fly for shallower water in the weed beds. That's sitting nice and flush. Tiny little pull out. Be careful of the thread. And this is a super bright orange for Full and Mill. I want a stupidly tight rope over the thorax area because I didn't want any of this to come out. Like really tight. There it is. And then just get your CDC out of the way. That's why we left a little bit of space at the front. And it'll cock that CDC up nicely. In. Whip finish. I didn't bother with varnish on my dry flies. And there he is. Pearly hare's ear. CDC. A little bit orange in them. Makes such a big difference. Really good fly all year round on small waters or large. What I would say is if you're doing it on small water, come down a couple of sizes. This is for bigger fish, hence the bigger hook. And it's proven itself for a long time now. It's basically based on a fly that it was a suspended hare's ear that Dave Downey did on Loch Leven with a bit of fawn. It's more or less the same colours, but with that pearly over the back, it just makes a big difference. There's something about that orange, it's a trigger for Carixa feeders. Ask the boys that know their entomology. I don't know enough about it, but I know that it works for me. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. If you did, please be kind enough to subscribe. Take care, and bye-bye.